It's your boy, Jeff Jones.
It's the one and only upset specialist, Thomas Boykin.
Yeah. Always and forever. Who? Mr. Mike Jones.
And this is 234 Sports Talk. Fellas, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yesterday, my goodness, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I knew the Niners would win the game, but I didn't think the Niners would whoop the Eagles 42-19. Fellas, as you looked at that game, what was your thoughts on that game?
Again, this goes back to when the 49ers are healthy and everybody playing together. There's no team in football that can handle these guys. Period. There's nobody. The Eagles gave it a good run. They got a good formidable squad, but dude, too many ways they can beat you defensively and offensively. Just too many ways. That team is a loaded deck and a loaded gun waiting to happen. All they got to do is pull the trigger. Philly, unfortunately, was the target last night. We felt the wrath game one. Dallas felt the wrath in the middle. So, I mean, come on. These guys is for real. When they're healthy, they're unbeatable pretty much. What you got on MJ?
Yeah, man, I'm a little hurt, man, on this Monday, but I believe the Eagles will bounce back.
Oh, yeah.
49ers, like you said, Thomas, man, they've done it to everybody. So it's not a big surprise that that they put up that big number on the Eagles. I just look at it, man. When the playoffs do roll around, it's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to just totally say it's over and 49ers is going to go to the Super Bowl and be the Super Bowl champ. But I think it's going to be very interesting. And the Eagles, man, it just they had no answer, man, for both defensive ends. The new guy that just came over from the Commanders.
Yeah.
And then you got
Young and Bosa.
Bosa, so it's a two-headed monster on the defense, and then they could not stop the 49ers. I think they did a good job with the running game from what I saw early in the ball game. But Purdy, man, he just calm in the pocket, man.
And as long as they got a healthy Debo, it's a problem.
Debo is a problem.
Fellas, earlier in the season, you remember they had the 3-game skid. They lost 3 in a row. Everybody started kind of looking at these guys and saying, man, are they for real? And I tell people all the time, and I said this when they were losing. When they get Deebo Samuels back, you're going to see what happens, because Deebo Samuels makes the 49ers click. He makes them click. Now, when we look at yesterday, Purdy was 19-27, 314 yards, 4 TDs. Then you look at McCaffrey. McCaffrey had 17 carries, 93 yards, and 1 TD. And then Deebo Samuel had 4 receptions, 116 yards, 2 TDs. These guys are a problem. These guys are a problem.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too, man. And this is more. I'm kind of gonna lean more on Philly right now. Philly, like Thomas had been saying earlier, they've been squeaking by, man. They ain't been playing. They really have not played a good ball game in all 3 phases of the game, man. They haven't played good all year, and if this is an indication, man, if they do meet up against the 49ers, it could be the same result, man. Philly gonna have to make some changes.
And if it's going the way it's going now, Philly will be going out to Frisco to play that game instead of in Philly.
Exactly. Yep. And then, we factor in, excuse me for my language, Thomas, the Cowboys. Cowboys got their butt whooped by the 49ers too, but
I hate to say it, but right now Dallas is relevant.
Yeah.
Right now the Cowboys are relevant. You can't deny it. The numbers and the wins don't lie.
And guess what? Your number 4 guy, he's only thrown 6 picks.
Thus far. Thus far. Yeah, thus far. My thing with 4 is, okay, you make the playoffs. What are you going to do in the playoffs for? Because 4 ain't got but what, 2 wins and a couple of playoff appearances? What you going to do in key situations? Can you get past the second round?
Well, my thing is, if 4 has got to play against the 49ers again,
he's
going
done.
to do what he always do.
He's going to get folded in half and send him home packing with his tears in his face.
Hey, for them 6 interceptions, he'll make them up in one game.
With that squad, it's quite possible. With that squad, it's quite possible. Because you remember, when the last time when they played the Cowboys, they didn't have the other defensive end.
Right.
Now you're adding Chase Young in that mix on the other side, bro. You got a problem. You got a big problem.
But look, Jeff, I'm gonna say this though, and I might be doubling down a little bit, but I guess when I do look at the 49ers, they probably are right now. They gotta be your favorite, man. I'm gonna give them 96% coming out the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, without
I don't see anybody stopping these guys. If they play like they played yesterday, I don't see anybody stopping them. And I don't see anybody in the AFC touching these guys.
Nah.
The Chiefs, the Ravens, none of them.
Nah. It's their physicality is just not matched. They out-physical you in every aspect of the game. Especially defensively, they just gonna pound you unmercifully. It's just, and you got to give what they don't give credit to is their secondary. Their secondary, for as much pressure as they put, they still got to cover guys, and they cover guys. Yeah. So it's like, number one, you got to have somebody to throw to. If you ain't got nobody to throw to, hey, it is what it is.
Hey, listen, guys, don't the 49ers got don't they have a cornerback? Who's their top cornerback that's missing?
You know what? That's a good question. But they do have guys that cover. They cover guys enough to get, when they get home, you ain't got nobody to throw to.
Right.
Yeah, that's most of the time. Most of their sacks is coverage sacks because they don't have nobody. You don't have nobody to throw to. Everybody's blanketed.
And I'm gonna tell you something else that I saw in that ball game. San Francisco offensive line, they was whipping Philly's defensive line, man. I thought Philly line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball was their strong suit, man. And 49ers, man, they just kind of just ran through it, man.
Yeah. That's why I said they got some. Normally, Philly is one to out-physical you. They're not going to out-physical Frisco. It's just, they're too strong.
Oh.
They're just too strong. I saw that when they played us. It was like they dominated us. I'm like, geez.
Okay. When they played y'all, Thomas, man, Purdy was throwing with his eyes closed down the field.
Hey, man, we made Purdy look like a 4-time Pro Bowl.
They look like Joe Montana out there.
Man.
Jerry Rice.
Man. So we couldn't even stop McCaffrey. McCaffrey was running all over us. I'm like, dude, what is this, man? Is this Roger Craig reincarnated on the field? What?
That's what it reminds you of.
Well, fellas, sticking with the NFL theme. Yesterday
we feeling the love.
Was a great day. And as you look behind me, you can tell I'm feeling the love.
Feeling the love, y'all. He feeling the love.
My Green Bay Packers They did what they had to do at Lambeau, represented, and beat the Chiefs 27-19, fellas. Fellas, what do you think about the Chiefs? Yeah, a lot of people say that the Chiefs was robbed. That's what a lot of people saying. I know some no calls in that game on both sides. But as we look at this game, fellas, what do you think about the Kansas City Chiefs versus my Green Bay Packers on yesterday, last
First
night?
off, I'm going to say congratulations to the Green Bay Packers. That's what I'm going to say. Because number one, you can say what you want to about they got cheated. You got the ball twice inside the 5 and you didn't put it in. That's the difference in the game. You got in underneath the 5 twice. One time didn't get no point. Matter of fact, both times didn't get no points. Come on, man. So at some juncture, you got to understand, you got to walk away with points. If you're not going to walk away with anything, you got to walk away with points. Even if it's 2 field goals, you got to walk away with points. I give Mahomes his props. He's a great quarterback. But sometimes certain situations, it's just not your night. You got to take the points. And they missed a 45-yarder or 48-yarder? They missed one of them. That's 17 points you left on the field. So, my thing is, you got cheated. Hats off to the Green Bay Packers for handling business. Plain and simple. What you got on MJ?
Yeah, and you guys, I don't know, man, if y'all been paying attention to me all season, how I felt about the Chiefs. It's not that I'm gonna take anything away from the Packers, because the Packers have me confused a lot of times. I mean, they beat a team like Kansas. They beat a team. They mess around and beat the 49ers. You know what I mean? That's just who they are. And then turn around and lose against the Titans, So I'm just saying. But the Chiefs, man, they I don't know, man. I don't think they are as strong as they have been over the years. Like you said, Thomas, they seem maybe a little more defensive. They got to depend more on the defense this year. Like you said, take the points whenever they can get them. And just, it's not their year to sit and be slinging the ball all down the field, and getting sevens, you know what I'm saying? You done lost a lot with the cheetah gone and your offensive coordinator from the past couple seasons. But the Chiefs, I think they still one of the top teams in the AFC. So, yeah, maybe this was a bump in the road, but congratulations to the Packers, man. They are hit and miss here and there, but I think they are gradually getting their stuff together. And if that quarterback keeps on performing at the level he's performing, man, look out for the Packers. Maybe not this year, but next year or going forward, man, they get a piece here and there, man. Look out for them to be maybe back in the Super Bowl. Compete.
Without question, Jordan Love is doing his thing.
Yeah,
got to give him his due. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, let's turn our attention to some NFL picks. Let's pick
yeah.
Ooh,
Going
week
down,
14.
Woo.
Week 14. Let's talk about it. All right, fellas. Patriots versus Mr. Boykin Steelers. Who you guys liking in that one?
In my own words, I hate to say it. But it's a battle of futility. There's 2 bad teams that's playing football right now. 2 real offensively bad football teams that's playing a football game. Geez. Where is that game being played? Probably Foxborough, I bet.
Y'all are at home.
Oh, that makes it even worse. After we got a redemption on the mind. Give me my Steelers by 7. We got redemption on the mind. Give me my Steelers by 7.
Thomas, as bad as you don't feel as so good about your team, man. I feel even worse or bad for Patriots. The Steelers, man, is gonna win this. I think they're too stout running the ball. If that's the only offense that they got, being that the quarterback is hurt, starter is hurt anyway, look for them a heavy dose of running. Steelers get it done at home.
Man, I think Trubisky gonna come in there and he gonna hold it down for these guys. Definitely, against the Patriots. Come on, I
Yeah.
really think that. Yeah, the upset specials had me worried. I thought he was gonna turn and tuck tail on his team.
Hey,
We got redemption on the brain, so we'll get it done.
yeah.
I
Hey, get your
got the
composure
Steelers.
back, man.
Yeah,
Gotta get our mojo back.
better days ahead.
That's right. That's right.
All right, fellas, how about the Texans versus the Jets? Who you guys liking in that one?
Woo-wee, I'm gonna tell you like this, big brother. And I'm gonna go Mike Jones on this one. CJ Stroud is going to throw for 400 against these cats. Give me the Texans in this one.
Hey, give me the Texans as well, man. Aaron Rodgers ain't quite back yet. Texas.
Man, there's something in the water down in Houston. I'm telling you, man, these Texans, man, they looking good, man. I like the Texans in this one. How about the Rams versus the Ravens? Rams versus the Ravens. Who you guys liking in that one?
They're not all the way there yet. Give me the Ravens with that one. Too much defense for the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens also, man.
I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens. I got the Ravens in that one. All right, the Panthers versus the Saints. Panthers versus the Saints. Who you guys liking?
In this conversation here, I got to take the worst of two evils. Give me the Saints to win this one, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same there with you, Thomas, man. Both are two equals that are straight trash. So Saints get this.
Yeah, I got the Saints. There's no way I could pick the Carolina. I could never pick them guys. No. Man, if they was playing against themselves, I would pick them. All right, fellas. How about the Colts versus the Bengals? Colts versus the Bengals.
Well, I'll tell you like this. The Bengals offensively have gone from very confident to not so sure. Give me the Colts in this one.
Yeah, I think the Bengals, man, they resurged after a couple of weeks, after Joe got his stuff back together. But yeah, the Colts, man. The Colts are kind of doing okay, man. I think they'll win this.
I got the Colts in this one, man. The Bengals, they done went south of the border. Ain't nothing happening there. All right, fellas. The Buccaneers versus the Falcons. Them dirty birds. Buccaneers, Falcons. Who you guys liking in that one?
And Mike Jones, you got me started on the Falcons, and they're gonna turn the wind south. Hey, quiet as this kept, like you said, though, Baker Mayfield is playing good football. Give me the Bucs.
Well, hey, I'm like this, man. I ain't gonna turn my back on the Dirty Birds yet, man. They did win this past week. They did pretty good, man. So I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Nah. Mike, you had me sold early on them Dirty Birds, man. Mike Jones, he was representing them Dirty Birds, man.
That part.
Yeah, but now, man, I'm rolling with the Bucs on this one, man. I got the Buccaneers. I think they win this one in the close one.
Got me sold on the Dirty Birds, and they start like barbecue chicken.
All right, fellas, how about the Jaguars versus the Browns? Jaguars versus the Browns. Who you guys liking?
That's going to be that is actually going to be a really good football game. That's going to be a really good football game. Both of them bring pretty good defense to the table. It's just going to be the matter of whose offense is going to score. Give me the Browns in this one.
Tell you what, man, I like when Jacksonville got their offense going, they're pretty good. So and because Cleveland got a quarterback issue, I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Yep, and that's what I was thinking too. Cleveland got a quarterback issue. I'm liking the Jags in this one. I think the Jags take this one. All right, fellas, how about the Lions fighting against the Bears? The Lions and the Bears. Who you guys liking in this
one? What Mike Jones say? Rawr. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions in this one, man.
Oh man, I tell you what, man. Some people was telling me that they thought the Lions were a fake. They were because they lost that game on Thanksgiving. But I'm still believing in Detroit. So give me Detroit.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Lions in this one. There's no way I could pick the Bears. Detroit is playing good football. You know, they had some bumps in the road here, but still, they playing good football. Give me Detroit in this one. All right, fellas, how about the Seahawks versus the 49ers? Woo.
Where is this game being played at?
Man, San Francisco is at home. Them Niners is at home.
This is going to be an epic beat down. Give me the 49ers in this one.
Yep. 4 plus 9, 13. Give me the 49ers.
Man, them Niners about to run the Seahawks up out of there.
Yeah.
About to run them out. Feel bad for Geno.
Yeah, he should have wrote back.
All right, fellas. How about the Vikings and the Raiders? Vikings versus the Raiders. Who you guys like?
I don't know what's going on with Minnesota. They started off like they was getting ready to turn around, and then they fizzled out. So I don't know what's going on with the Vikings. I just don't know. But in this particular case, give me the Vikings.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna say this is an upset game. You know, I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this, man. I'm feeling the Raiders right now.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking, I'm kind of thinking Raiders because man, they playing some really good defense as of late. Yep. But I think the Vikings do it. I think the Vikings win this in the squeaker. All right, fellas, how about the Broncos versus the Chargers? Broncos versus Chargers. Who you guys liking?
Man, I don't know what's going on with the Chargers either. They started off like world beaters, and now they look like regular old Chargers. So the upset specialist in me is going to pick an upset. Give me the Broncos.
Hey, man, the Chargers, they do this every single year. They get people thinking they somebody that they aren't. And I think the Broncos, Sean Payton has got the Broncos playing some pretty good ball right now. I'm going Broncos.
Man, I'm riding the horse with you guys. I think the Broncos win this one too. I think they win this one. The Chargers, you just don't know what you're going to get with them guys.
Nah.
How about the Bills versus the Chiefs? Woo! Bills versus Chiefs. Who you guys like? And that was at Arrowhead.
Is it where?
Arrowhead Stadium. Who you guys like it?
Oh, yeah. Patrick Mahomes at home against a team that he loves to beat. Give me the Chiefs, man.
Hey man, for the Bills, Brett Favre .20 interception king. Man, the Chiefs, man, much as I, don't have a lot of faith in them, I think they gonna put a whooping on Bills. Maybe 14 points.
I'm rolling with them Chiefs in this one too. I think they mad because I ain't gotta say nothing, but I think they mad.
They
So
might have
somebody got to
opinions on the brain.
pay the piper, and it's gonna be the Bills. I got the Chiefs. All right, fellas. Now this is the game that they've been talking about. This is what them Cowboys been waiting for. The Eagles versus the Cowboys. Who you guys liking in this one? Eagles, Cowboys.
Where are they playing?
Dallas is at home.
Ooh. Ford might actually show up for this game. He might show up. But in the end, it's going to be a critical mistake by Ford that's going to cost them this game. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles.
Guys, I mean, hey, it's my Eagles, but something is nudging me and telling me that this game is not as much, for whatever reason, it's not as pressurized as it would be if it was in the playoffs for the Cowboys. I think Dak is going to have a pretty good game. I'd look for the Cowboys to win this.
Man, I was about to say upset specialist alert. I think, and I've been telling everybody this, I think that them Cowboys, they're going to get the Eagles at home. I think they're going to get them at home. I think it's going to be a close game, but I got the Cowboys by between 3 and 7 points. I think they win this one.
Yep.
All right, fellas, the Packers versus the Giants. My Green Bay Packers versus the Giants. Who you guys liking in that one?
I think the Pack is better suited. Give me the Pack.
Hey, where this game being played at, Jeff?
The Giants are at home, New York.
Tell you what, man, the Giants have unleashed the young squad. They got young wide receivers running around. They got a young quarterback. I'm gonna take Packers. You thought I was gonna say
that? I thought you wasn't feeling the love, man. I thought you weren't feeling the love. Well, fellas, I'm feeling the love.
Oh no, he said I'm gonna take the Packers.
My Packers just did their thing against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're gonna do their thing against the New York Giants. I got the Packers in this one. All right, fellas. Our last game, the Titans versus the Dolphins, the track meet. Titans versus the track meet. Man, Cheetah been showing out. Who you guys liking in this one?
Please tell me
this is in Miami.
Oh yeah, that's Miami all day. This is gonna get ugly real quick. This is gonna get ugly real quick.
So who is it?
Miami. Miami.
Yep. Like you said, all sprinters report to the tent. Look for, like you said, man, it's gonna be a runaway freight train. Hey, they might throw 70 on the Titans.
They
Twice
might.
in one season, throwing 70 up.
Runners to your mark.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly before it get pretty.
This one gonna get ugly. I agree with you fellas on this one. I think Miami, I think they destroy Tennessee. I think they destroy them. All right. It's been a real one, fellas. We talked about it. Till next time, it's been 234 Sports Talk. You can catch us right here on YouTube. You can catch us on TikTok. You can catch us on Instagram. And you can catch us on former Twitter, which is now X. Want you to like, want you to subscribe, want you to comment. We want to talk to you. We want to hear from you. Whether you like what we said or you didn't like what we said, we still will reply. Until the next time, we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.